Have you guys studied for the Gen Math quiz?
I haven't. Do we have a quiz tomorrow?
Yes, we have a quiz tomorrow.
What? Mark, weren't you studying?
What?
I said, weren't you studying?
Whatever. For iPhone. Let me accept this.
Stop what you're doing!
But they give us free iPhone.
You should never longer divulge personal information online. These strategies may use against you.
Oh, okay. Identity theft is one of the most notorious deeds that man could do in today's era. Identity theft is very rampant today, and perhaps it leads to millions of misinformation caused by identity theft.
Yet, how can we know if it's identity theft and how can we avoid it?
Identity theft is a fraudulent accusation of a person's private identifying information, usually for financial gain. Identity theft is committed in many different ways, and its victims are typically left with damages to their credits, finances, and reputation.
Identity theft causes damage towards a person or a victim. It could also affect the psychological aspect of the victim due to the misinformations caused by the identity theft.
Hey, there is more. Identity theft is prohibited by the law. The Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 assures our safety from fraudulent people.
Yo, pare! Sheesh! But pare, how we can avoid the identity theft? Sheesh!
I don't know, pare. I don't know the law of thingy.
In order to avoid identity theft, we must be vigilant to things that we interact with, especially on the internet.
We must not share any personal information, thus we must be very skeptical in giving personal information.
Oh, okay, so clicking any unknown links on the internet is a big no-no?
We must avoid any unknown or suspicious links found on the internet because it might ask you about your personal informations, or it could allow itself to hack your devices, leaking the information towards the suspect.
So guys, we must be responsible enough to help ourselves to decide the proper action in order to avoid the possible crime of name identity theft.
Sheesh! We couldn't agree more.
But wait, let us call our dear friends, Sandra and Jessie, to help us know more about identity theft in a detailed manner.
Identity comes in various forms and happens in different kinds of scenarios. Identity theft could not only be observed on the internet, but also happen in real-life situations. Today, we will inform you about the examples of identity theft and how to avoid these mischievous acts.
For instance, if you have had checks stolen or bank accounts set up fraudulently, report it to the check verification companies. Close your checking and savings accounts and obtain new account numbers. Give the bank a secret password for your account.
If your ATM card has been stolen or it is compromised, get a new card, account number and password. Do not use your old password when creating a password. Don't use common numbers like last 4 digits of our social security number or your birth date.
Notify the local postal inspector if you suspect an identity theft has filed a change of address with the post office or has used the mail to commit credit or bank fraud. Find out where the fraudulent credit cards were sent. Notify the local postmaster for the address. To forward or mail in your name to your own address. You may also need to talk to the mail carrier.
False civil and criminal judgments sometimes victims of identity theft are wrongfully accused of crimes committed by the imposter. If a civil judgment has been entered in your name for actions taken by your imposter, contact the court where the judgment was entered.
And report that you are a victim of identity theft. If you are wrongfully prosecuted for criminal charges, contact the Department of Justice and the NBI. Ask how to clear your name. Therefore, we must be attentive to the personal information we are sharing. We must secure our identity through various means. We must be skeptical of things that would associate our identity as well as your personal information.
Yes, it is indeed right, Jesse.
Perhaps that is all. Back to you guys.
I couldn't agree more to what you have said, Sadrin and Jess. It is indeed informative. Sheesh!
So all in all, we should remember the tips and information in order to prevent these kind of fraudulent deeds.
We should be literate to the information we receive and evaluate it in a proper manner.
Sharing your information to a stranger is a big no-no.
Be vigilant and be aware of the things we share. Always be responsible.
Always remember that your identity is one of the precious possessions you have, so you should always protect it.